Hey there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and make one of my most favorite Halloween candies. Shoot, it doesn't even have to be for Halloween, but this was one of my favorite. I've always loved Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Always. And I blame my dad for that because he's a lover of them as well. So I am going to make some. I got some silicone muffin paper thingies, cupcake, whatever you want to call them. They're the silicone kind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt, and I got some of these, the Bake Believe semi-sweet chocolates. And for 1 tablespoon, now if you're counting total grams, this might get you. 10 grams of total carbohydrates, 5 fiber, 4 erythritol. So it's 1 net gram per 1 tablespoon. I am going to use 1/3 of a cup, and this will make 2. It may even do a little, I'm going to do slightly less than 1/3. And I'm going to put it in this little bowl here, and then I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of butter. And then I'm going to melt them in the microwave, hold on, for 30 seconds. All right, let's get that in there. 30 seconds, and I'll be right back after this is done. Okay, guys, so it actually only took like 20 seconds, and for the most part, it's melted. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up, get the butter and the chocolate all incorporated. And to this, I'm going to add 1 pack of the Pure. Whatever sweetener you want to use, you can use. I'm going to use 1 pack of the Pure. I'm just going to stir, get it all incorporated. Ooh, did it go over the edge? It sure did. Then I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to put it right so at the bottom of these cups are covered, just the bottom. It's probably like a tablespoon in each, likely. Now you guys can buy the Lily's chocolates as well. These I had to order on Amazon, but from what I understand, Walmart has started to sell them. Okay, now that the bottom is covered in these, I'm going to put them in the freezer for about 5 to 7 minutes, you guys. So while those are in the freezer, I'm going to tell you how I mix together the peanut butter that's going to go in the middle. I made way too much. I'm only doing 2 at a time, you guys, because these are going to get seriously dangerous for me. So yesterday, what I did is I took 3 tablespoons of the Skippy Naturals. Now, this is not the best natural peanut butter. It really is not. It's 6 total grams of carbohydrates, 2 fiber, 3 sugars. So, you know, it's 4 net carbs per 2 tablespoons. So, because it has sugar added, this is the only one I could find, you guys. I usually get the one where you can find like the big layer of oil on the top. This is the only one I could find. So, not the best as far as natural peanut butter. Use whatever natural peanut butter you guys want to use. But I did a 1/4 cup of this, which was obviously too much, because this is how much I ended up with. And I only did 2 yesterday. I'm going to do 2 more today. I would do 1 tablespoon per probably 2 cups that you make, or even 1 tablespoon per 3 cups. So, because what you're going to do is whatever tablespoons you use of this, you're going to match with confectioner's sugar. This I got at my local Walmart. Finally, they're starting to carry the Swerve, but the only one they had was a confectioner's. If you only have just the granular, you can put your sugar in like the coffee grinder to grind your beans to make confectioner's sugar, or in a blender or something to make, but you need the confectioner's sugar. And this I did exactly the same. I did a 1/4 cup of this, or 3 tablespoons. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was either 3 tablespoons or a quarter cup. And then I did equal amounts of the Swerve and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And I also first I melted it. I took the peanut butter and some regular butter. 1 tablespoon of, okay, I'm all over the place. Let me start over. 3 tablespoons of the peanut butter to 1 tablespoon of butter. And I melted it for like 20-30 seconds. Then I added the equal amounts confectioner's sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. And this is where I came up with this mixture here. If I remember, I'll go ahead and post it in the comments below. But it's going to come out kind of like a fudge is what it's going to be like. This is what you're going to put on the inside. Once the bottoms of the cups harden, I'll put my peanut butter in, making sure that it doesn't go around the edge. And then I'll finish it to top it off with what's left in this here. And then I'll be back in with the finished product of that, guys. Okay, everybody, these are hardened. So I'm going to go ahead and take this peanut butter mixture that I made. And I'm just going to break it in half here. Kind of flatten it out to make it the shape that I want it to go in there. These were in the freezer exactly 7 minutes. So, all right, let's get the shape here. Make sure to get it right dab in the middle there. All right, let's shape it out. That one. And we're going to take our chocolate, which is still soft, and we're going to cover right over the top. Hopefully it's enough. Get it all out of there. And these will go back in the freezer for whenever I get ready to eat them. I may just, well, I'll put them in the freezer because I want them to be nice, solid. Nice, solid cup. Now I'm wondering, did I use the entire 1/3 cup? Because these are not nearly as... You know what? I think I'm going to melt just a little bit more. Okay, I melted just a little bit more, you guys. I'm not going to add any more sweetener to this. I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. I must have did the full 1/3 cup. Now I did just a trial run last night. I had a pretty good idea of how I did it. But now going through it the second time, it would seem like I did the full 1/3 of a cup. So let me put the rest of this in there to make these a little more flat on the top. All right. So these are going to go in the freezer. And then when I get ready to do my product review in a little bit, I didn't use the whole thing. There's still some left. When I get ready to do my product review later, you guys, we'll go ahead and taste one of these.